Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the New York Mets taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Los Angeles Dodgers.
About to get started here. And on the hill for the Dodgers, Dustin May. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike. Fought off foul. Today a significant day in Major League Baseball. It is Lou Gehrig Day throughout the majors as we honor one of the greatest players in the history of the game, and as well we raise awareness for ALS. That's the disease that claimed Lou Gehrig's life back on June 2nd, 1941. May delivers. The shortstop takes the ball. When you think about the impact of Lou Gehrig on the world of sports, consider this. His number 4 was retired after he passed from ALS. It is the first number ever to be retired in all of professional sports. So effectively, the reason we have retired numbers is due to the fact that Lou Gehrig passed from ALS. Starling Marte up to hit. Misses inside. And that's ball 1. Personally, Lou Gehrig Day means a ton to me. I lost a close friend to ALS in 2007, Tim Sheehy. And you're talking about a disease that is 100% fatal, and the average lifespan for people diagnosed with ALS is just between 2 and 5 years. One of the other important pieces as far as raising awareness for ALS is that it is necessary to raise money not just for research but also for patient care. The average out-of-pocket cost for somebody with ALS is $250,000. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's Juan Soto. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
May, 27 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. 2 outs, base is empty. And that is out of play. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball.
Good
2
late
strikes.
sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That one missed.
Damn.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Mets go down quickly. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starting pitcher, Tyler McGill. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Bottom of the first, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ohtani working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. 0-1 now. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
One ball,
that missed by a lot. And to count 1 and 2.
Ball.
And that liner is just barely fair for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Inside move to second. Ohtani back in. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Man at second.
Ball, that's down.
There's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls.
Squirts away a little bit. Ohtani leads off second with nobody out. Strike 2.
Full count, 3-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Drops into the glove, and there's one away.
Batting third, the first baseman.
Here's the
Ready.
Dodgers lineup now.
Freeman.
They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these players even during batting practice. When it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, they step right in and continue with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
On the ground to short, Lindor. On to first.
He's out.
Freeman is out. There's 2 away. You know, you translate on
Batting
base
fourth,
percentage, it's
the
basically
catcher.
this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. And a foul ball.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Marte squeezes it, and the inning is over. 1 left for LA, scoreless after 1. And we're back.
Leading
Top
off
of the
the
second,
net,
and
the first
stepping in
baseman,
for New York,
Pete
Pete Alonso.
Alonso.
He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. May back to work. Fouled off down the right side.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Outside low, and that's ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
3.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. That's in there. 0-1. One out, bases empty. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Very high with that
2
one.
strikes.
1-2 to count. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the
13.
other way on a line. You know, hitters,
Correct.
they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfect. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
One out, runner at second. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Sit him down.
Nope. That's inside.
Come on, punch him out.
Next
Nope.
pitch just misses. 2-2.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
May fires. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Sit him down.
And that's
3-2.
downstairs. And that's ball 3.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one.
Now this one gets through. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
2 on, 1 out. And now it's Mark Vientos.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And that one fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next offering is in for a strike.
But I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Not close with that one. And that is ball one. Hit on the ground, might be two. Freeman toss to second, return throw to first, got him, double play, and that'll do it. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second, no score. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the second, here come the Dodgers, no score. Now the left fielder, Andy Pajes. That's in there. Strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Caught him looking for the K. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swinging a foul straight back. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Just missed.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Kicks and deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. No score here in the second.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at-bat alone. Really making him work out there.
Stays alive. Next offering misses down and away.
2-2 to count.
Ground ball, Alonso. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting 7th, the third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy.
Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 3 homers already in this series.
First offering, and it just misses.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
Way to lay off that fastball off right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Two outs. Muncy hits one in the air. Marte moves under it, and that is that. So they make short work of him there. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. New inning getting started, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And downstairs. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
And a 2-2. And that one missing low. On the ground to third. Throw on to Freeman. One up, one down.
Batting 9, the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. That one outside, and it's 1-0. Top of the third, no score. And a big swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Paez makes the grab on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's outside. 1-0. Foul ball. On the ground, and that one handled. Whips it to first. Lindor retired, and that is that. Nothing doing for the Mets. Still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Kike Hernandez.
The second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1-0. That's ball 2.
Fouled off. He was late. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's down and away. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting 9th,
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. That's in there, and it's 0-1. puts it in the air out towards left center. Marte makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here's Shohei Ohtani, doubled in his first AB. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Soto gets it back in quickly. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. First and second, one out. And now the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch just misses.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Two balls, no strike.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Next offering is in for a strike. The Dodgers threatening. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. One run's in, 2 runs are in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe, and they clear the bases.
Well, there you go, the RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One out, runner at second. Stepping in, Will Smith. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Because teams are really aggressively building their bullpen. Because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. High fly ball down the left field line. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 44, Andy Pages.
Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And he hits a ground ball right side and foul ball. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Activity in the bullpen. Clay Holmes getting ready to go. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. That's too low. And that's ball 2.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Man on second, 2 down. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's Starling Marte.
Starling Marte.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Marte goes 6'1", 36 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. May comes set, and a foul ball. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
And that one upstairs.
2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hernandez makes the grab, and there's one down.
The batter, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Just
That pitch
missed.
is out.
And now 2-1. That one
That's ball
missed.
3.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Draws the walk there.
Ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Misses again, 5 in a row. That clips a corner. Next offering is down low. Man at first, 1 away. Inside, 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
And that one in the air, center field. Edman in position and puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away. And here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And strike 1 to the catcher.
0-1.
Foul ball there. Soto, the lead runner at second. Alonso on at first with 2 down. comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws. That completes the strikeout, inning over. 2 left for the Mets. Still down 3-0. Back here in L.A., John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Tommy Edman. And that one a little bit high.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Let's go.
Not even close there. And it's 2-1. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 3.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Muncy swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Swing and a foul out of play. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead at 3-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. May back to work. On the corner for a strike.
Well, these Mets just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Ball to strike. The pitch.
That's ball 2.
Tap foul at the plate. And they'll do it again. In the air, left field. Pajes settles underneath it. And it's caught for the out.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. First time up, he grounded to third. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
The batter, number 2.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna. Fly to left his first time. And that misses. Ball 1. Just missed.
That's just out.
Fastball for a strike. And a count 2-1. Fly ball down the line. Hernandez makes the play, and that's the third out.
Now pitching for
A new
New
pitcher
York.
in the game, Kodai
Number
Senga.
34.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Now it's the shortstop, Miguel Rojas. Flying to left his first time.
Rojas.
That one hit to right. Soto. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the
Now
ball game.
batting, the designated hitter, Shohei.
So the lineup flips over. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Late swing, foul to the left. And now two balls and a strike. They say you win.
2-2 the count.
Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's
2
a
balls,
ball.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers down in order, but they lead at 3-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and the batter now, Francisco Lindor. The shortstop takes the ball. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Landon Knack getting loose out there. Bonda, the power lefty, up as well. And the 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
And downstairs.
2-1.
That one fouled off.
Strike him out.
2-2 now. Ripped on a line. Hernandez makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder,
Starling Marte, the next to hit. Both 2 in this one. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. That one just misses. One down, base is empty, and it remains 2-2. Ground ball to the right side. There's Hernandez handling the chance. Throws to first. Awesome play there.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
2 down, base is empty. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Let's go, 1-2 now. And Big Red gets his second strikeout of the game. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And here's Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And that drops in for a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. Fouls it off, still 1-2. This to third, Vientos. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Up next for the Dodgers, the catcher, Will
Smith to the plate.
taken high in the draft. He's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
2-0.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's in the dirt. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. They got it for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 44,
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Soft contact in the air. Gloves it on the dive from his knees. The throw. Pretty nice play there.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Now pitching for
Landon Knack comes on now.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He is struck out, and he is walked. Knack, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. And there's the strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
That one off the mark, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
2-2 count.
Got him. And 1 out now.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
So up next, Brett Beatty, 1 for 2. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. 1 down, base is empty. That's off the inside corner. Now 1-2. In the air, left side. Pajes settles under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
The catcher, number 13, Luis.
And here is Luis Torrens. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Pitch
Two
is in
balls,
the dirt.
2 strikes.
2-2. And that's
3-2.
outside. The Dodgers leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Five foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
On the ground to the left. Muncy sends it to first. Third out. Down in order go the Mets. They trail in this one 3-0.
Now pitching for the
We're
Mets.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
43.
Huascar Brazoban.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Tommy Edman at the
Leading
plate.
up for the Dodgers,
With this kind of
the
lead,
center
he can
fielder,
swing freely,
Tommy
try to hit the ball out of the park,
Edman.
do what he loves to do.
And it's fouled away.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Corrals it. 1 away.
The third baseman, number 13.
Here
Max
comes Max Muncy.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
And that drops in for a strike. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting, second baseman.
2 outs, base is
Kike
empty. Here's Kike Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Ouch.
That hit him. He's got first.
Now batting,
Miguel
shortstop,
Rojas
Miguel.
now at the plate. You talk about
Rojas.
elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there
0-1's the count.
defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Outside low, and the count even 1-1.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense.
Zips it across. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Anthony Banda.
Gets an opportunity to
pitching
square
for the
off against
Dodgers,
his former team, so I
number
wouldn't be
43.
surprised if he came out a little extra
Anthony
jacked up right here.
Mark
Banda.
Vientos digs in now. That's through there for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Tanner Scott, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Hernandez. The throw to first. First out in the top of the eighth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Just
outside,
missed. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Pitch misses. Now 2-2. That's down and in. Sets him down looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Edman in position. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's a Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani.
Brazoban back to work. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Foul ball.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, the
Here's
right
Teoscar
fielder,
Hernandez.
Teoscar
1 for 3.
Hernandez.
That misses, and that's ball 1. And another ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
That's ball 3.
The other way. That's a hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
And that's outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Hernandez, the base runner at first with one out. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Double play ball to second, and he can't come up with it. No throw, safe at first, and we'll see if it's an error.
Now batting, the catcher.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn two, and as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play one step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
2 on, 1 out. The batter now will be Will Smith. 0 for 3 in this one. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Hey! I got a ball, 1 strike.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 2. That's inside.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Swing and a miss.
3-2.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And he makes the catch. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 44.
So first and second with 2 outs. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. Just missed.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
First and second, 2 down. And foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
2-2 to count.
That one missed. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So a hit and an error in the inning, but they aren't able to score. Through 8 full. So almost ready to get underway. Getting the nod in this one, Dustin May. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider Having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Here comes a pitch. Popped up. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number one. Here's a Mets lineup now. And no doubt a big factor in this series so far, Francisco Lindor.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Edman makes the grab for the second out. Today in Major League Baseball, we honor one of the greatest players in the history of the game, Lou Gehrig. It started in 2021, and today throughout Major League Baseball, we raise awareness for ALS, the disease that claimed the life of the great Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. And that is out of play. When you think about the impact of Lou Gehrig on the world of sports, consider this. His number 4 was retired after he passed from ALS. It is the first number ever to be retired in all of professional sports. So effectively, the reason we have retired numbers is due to the fact that Lou Gehrig passed from ALS. Personally, Lou Gehrig Day means a ton to me. I lost a close friend to ALS in 2007, Tim Sheehy. And you're talking about a disease that is a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound in this one, Tyler McGill.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That one missing inside. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Fought off foul. McGill in his 4th year, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Foul ball, still 0-2. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. Fastball is outside. Two out, space is empty. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for two. Into second, and he's got a double.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big two-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Strike two.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the three-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with two outs.
And that's down and away.
Two strikes.
Up the middle. Dunks one in. Base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag. Not in time. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Runner at first with two away. Here's the left fielder, Andy Pajes. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And that one hammered way back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? An absolute smash to left. He's up to 3 home runs in the series, and they add a pair. It's 3-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. No, Boo, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
So 2 down. And here comes Tommy Edman. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. The pitch.
That's a ball.
Swinging a foul straight back. Ground ball up the middle. Lindor on to first. And they get Edman for the out. Inning over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. Back here in L.A. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Swing and a foul out of play. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. Man, Boog, this guy's got a special eye for the fastball. He's just capable of taking away a big part of the pitcher's game.
Brett Beatty getting ready to hit. Rips one to right, and that's a fair ball. Alonso headed for third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So up next for New York, Luis Torrens. First offering, and it just misses. Ground ball right side. There's Hernandez handling the chance. Slings to first. One out in the second.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. Two runners in scoring position, but at least he puts the ball in play. They bring across one run. Still one out there to pick up.
Little chopper rolls foul. And misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So two down now, and here is Tyrone Taylor.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Two outs. That one almost got him. The 1-1 is fouled off. Way outside. It's 2-2. Lined into left center, base hit. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and they trail by one.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Two outs, runner at first. And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
That to right. Hernandez makes the catch, and that is that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Mets 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. McGill back to work. Outside. 1-0. Inside, just missed. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Alonso hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
And Kike Hernandez at the plate. Right through there for a strike. Just missed.
1-1.
Swing and a ground ball. Lindor sends it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Miguel.
2 outs, base is empty. Miguel Rojas at the plate. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Ball, that's out.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that will end the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium, top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. That one way outside, and that is ball 1. And a foul ball.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That one's in there. 1-2. On the ground, and it goes just foul. May delivers. Battling here as he fouls it away. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Starling Marte up to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. May fires. That misses the zone. 1-1. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here. He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
High fly ball out to left field. Makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. May over to first. Lindor back in there. Lindor leads off first with 1 away. That one inside, and it's 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
There goes the runner. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Man at first, 1 away. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Alonso stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And that one fouled off. Two outs.
That's ball 2.
Squirts away a little bit. May comes set. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. He goes down looking. 1 hit, 1 left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Mets 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Ball one there. That one lifted to left. He makes the grab. One up, one down.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Struck out swinging his first time. Ball one and a pitch inside.
Hey.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
One
and
ball,
it's 1-2.
strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
The first baseman, number 5.
Here is Freddie Freeman. Doubled his first time. That pitch gets the inside corner, and that is strike one. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they still lead at 3-2. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Brett Beatty. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Here's the 0-2. And there's a ball.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, and you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact, but that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And now it's going to be Luis Torrens. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark
Vientos up now for the Mets. First pitch, and he just misses. Squirts away a little bit. Torrens into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Runner at second here, one gone. Next pitch is downstairs.
No strike.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering, with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back, let your hands work, stay in the middle of the field.
On the ground, right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Swing, and he missed. 3-2 now.
We got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Man at second. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Popped up. Snags it for the second out. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Just missed. Clips the corner, and it's 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. Torrens at second with 2 down. Fouls one off. 2-2. To third, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and that is that. Mets leave one. They're down 3-2. Back here at Chavez Ravine, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Will Smith. Smith measures 5 feet 10 inches, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. And there's a foul ball. Outside low. Now 1-2.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Next offering is outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Digging in, Andy Pajes.
1-0.
And that's in the dirt. Hard hit, right side. Toss to Alonso. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
The center fielder, number 25, Tommy Edman.
2 down, bases empty. And the batter now, Tommy Edman. Pitch misses
that's a
there.
ball.
Ball 1. There's the strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that
1
time.
ball, 2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Mets 2. Back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Luis Angel Acuna. May back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Mets looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities.
I got a ball, 1
it's tough
strike.
because those are moments you just can't get back.
Here's a 1-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That's down and in.
2-2 the count.
Strike him out.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Strike him out.
Count's full.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Oh, sit him down.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess
Now
he saw it
batting for the
really well.
shortstop,
It's a really nice
Francisco
plate appearance.
Lindor.
So the batting order turns over, and now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 2. May over to first.
No, he's in
Acuna
there.
back on a dive.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. That misses, and it's 1-1.
Two balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is.
Ball 3.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Out front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. And ball four, two aboard.
Well, a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Marte swings through it for strike one.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Brings it in, and that is a big first out.
The batter, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And that is out of play.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Outside low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Inside, almost got him.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And fouled off. And it remains 2-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. It's 3-3. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Alonso.
The Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Dustin May will depart. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment.
Now pitching for
So
the
they
Dodgers.
turn to Lou Trevino. He
Number
has a
58.
great slider with tons of movement.
Lou Trevino.
Here's Pete Alonso. This guy with light tower power. Out to short. Off balance speed. There's one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. We're tied now with 3 apiece. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy.
Muncy.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one missed. And a foul ball. Off the plate, now 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Let's go.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a
The batter,
3-2
number
pitch,
8.
and I tell you what,
Second
he earned
baseman,
that walk.
Kike.
Here's Kike Hernandez.
Hernandez.
0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That's a little bit low. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one inside. Now 2-0. He was late there. Strike one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that one clips the corner. That one outside, and the count's full.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
Stays alive. That one the other way, and it stays fair. Muncy headed for third. Headed for the plate. Safe. It's 4-3.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tyler McGill is done, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm.
Now pitching for
Kodai
New York.
Senga on to pitch here.
Number 34.
And that's a big potential run out there in
Kodai
second as he comes in
Senga.
trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas. Fly to center his first time. The shortstop takes the ball.
You know, these
0-1, no
Dodgers
strike.
really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Just off the inside edge. Fouled off left side. Fouled off down the right side. Runner at second, nobody out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike
Now
zone, a
back,
hitter,
the
if
designated
he's
hitter,
prepared for it, can
Joe
get to it.
Hay.
But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani up
Count
to the
1-0.
dish. That one's upstairs, ball one. Hernandez over at second, one down. And another ball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Huascar Brazoban, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Davinsky also getting ready. Man at second.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right side. Acuna to first, and they get Ohtani for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And next for LA, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 2 in this one. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
0-1's the count.
2 outs and a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the Mets DH, Brett Beatty.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
That one misses, and the count is 2-0. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Landon Knack appears to be getting loose. Bonda getting loose as well. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's going to be Luis Torrens. Fought off foul.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Man at second. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. And that one fouled off. And now
That's a ball.
1 and 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Pitch misses. 2 and 2. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Fly ball to right. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. So they work around the leadoff double. Part of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Mets 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Freeman.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count. Then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. Next offering upstairs.
2 strikes.
Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Will Smith. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Ground ball could be 2. The throw to second. Over to Alonso. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Now the left fielder, Andy Pajes. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
And that's in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is outside. There's the swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1 and 2.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there, just couldn't catch up.
Fights it off, he'll see another. on and lifted in the air. Marte going after it. Squeezes it, and that ends the inning.
Now pitching for the
So
Dodgers,
they turn things over to the righty, Landon
number
Knack.
96.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Leading off for the Mets,
So digging
the
in,
second
Luis
baseman,
Angel
Luis
Acuna.
Angel
He's 0 for
Acuna.
1. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Swing and a chopper. And that one handled. Throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Looking to get the tying run on base. This one smacked out to left center. Dives, and he can't hang on.
Well, that
Now
certainly
batting,
feels good when
left
you can
field
win the
from
at-bat after being down in the
Marte.
count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Marte in the box now, takes strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Close, but called a ball. And now it's even 1-1. Knack over to first. Lindor back in there. 1-1 now. Outside with a breaking ball. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Huascar Brazoban.
Just
Now
trying to
pitching
keep this
for
one
the New
close
York
here,
Mets.
and this is where a bullpen can
Number
give their players a
43.
chance to fight back into the game.
Huascar Brazoban.
Tommy Edman at the
Leading
plate.
up for the Dodgers, the center fielder, Tommy
Brazoban in his 3rd season,
Edman.
35 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That one fouled off.
Nope. Outside.
Activity in the bullpen. Reed Garrett, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Stanek also throwing. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. And now it's
The
Max
third
Muncy.
baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. Got him swinging.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now Miguel Rojas.
That's outside.
First offering, and it just misses. The shortstop takes the ball. And that one is in the dirt. 3-0.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
That one's in there. That's strike one. Hernandez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Foul ball there.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Ground ball left side. Throw sails over his head at first. And they won't get him, and he goes first to third on the error.
Now batting, the designated
That's a
hitter,
case where he
Joe
just pushed the
Perez.
throw a little bit, didn't stay on top of
Funny.
it, didn't find the release point, and it gave him no chance at first base to come down with it. I know he won't be happy with himself on that one.
So 2 on with 2 away. Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Right through there for a strike. The Dodgers threatening. And that one is inside ball 1. Next offering way off the plate. And there's a ball. Line drive. Oh, he gloves it. Dodgers strand a couple, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Now
Anthony
pitching for the
Banda.
Dodgers,
Well, the best relievers
Number
love the
43.
opportunity to come in and protect the
Anthony
tight lead late in the ball game.
Banda.
Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well,
Leading off
one-run
for the
game,
Mets,
and
the right
stepping in
fielder,
for New York,
Juan
Soto.
Soto.
Both the infield and the outfield shifted over to the right. That's a strike. 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Chris Stratton, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Scott, the lefty, warming up as well. On the ground to the
That
left.
ball's foul.
Down the line, and it's foul.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Line drive, that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes,
Now
but found a way.
Even
with the pitch on the outside part of the plate, he still pulled that one into the outfield. And the defense was ready for it with the shift, but no one could come up with it.
Pete Alonso will hit next. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him! And one away.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Brett Beatty now at the plate. Swinging a foul out of play. That clips the corner.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. There's the strike at the knees. 0-1.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
2 outs. Swing and a ground ball. Muncy. They take the force out, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Mets 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Reed Garrett.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Hernandez.
There's a swing and a drive. Reaching back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
First baseman,
Freddie Freeman will come up to him. That one down the line, and that's just foul. A 1 down. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Chris Davinsky up and throwing. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That
One
one
ball,
not close.
2 strikes.
And the count is 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And Freddie takes the K.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Pajes digs in now. He's already homered in this game. Fouled off. He was late. And now the 0-1. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He's safe. It's 5-3.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Pajes off of first with 2 away. That one blasted deep to right. Soto moving back for it. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. Last chance coming up here for the Mets. Just about set to go. And today's starter, Dustin May. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
And there's a foul ball. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting second.
Here's Starling Marte. And that one fouled off. Today, a significant day in Major League Baseball. It is Lou Gehrig Day throughout the majors as we honor one of the greatest players in the history of the game. And as well, we raise awareness for ALS. That's the disease that claimed Lou Gehrig's life back on June 2nd, 1941. When you think about the impact of Lou Gehrig on the world of sports, consider this. His number 4 was retired after he passed from ALS. It is the first number ever to be retired in all of professional sports. So effectively, the reason we have retired numbers is due to the fact that Lou Gehrig passed from ALS. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. May delivers. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Personally, Lou Gehrig Day means a ton to me. I lost a close friend to ALS in 2007, Tim Sheehy. And you're talking about a disease that is 100% fatal. And the average lifespan for people diagnosed with ALS is just between 2 and 5 years.
Strike him out.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He sends it out of here. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now it's Juan Soto. And that's
Inside,
off
ball
the
one.
inside edge. Ball one. One of the other important pieces as far as raising awareness for ALS is that it is necessary to raise money not just for research but also for patient care. The average out-of-pocket cost for somebody with ALS is $250,000.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Next pitch in for a strike. 1-2. Big Red picks up the K.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch.
Outside,
If I
that's the
can
ball.
see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Next pitch is outside. And that's downstairs and outside.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
So now here's the DH, Brett Beatty. That catches the outside corner. 0-1.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Check swing called strike. And the count is 0-2. Outside.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. May fires. And that is downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Left-hand batter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Pajes gets under it. And there's 2 down.
Batting 6.
Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup
13,
here.
Luis
Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Luis Angel Acuna.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Foul ball. Torrens goes 5 feet 11 inches, 28 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. He swings and fouls one off. Alonso leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Mets add 2 runs on this blast, and it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and towing the slab, Tyler McGill. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And it's fouled away. Late on that fastball.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one missing low. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Man at first. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Just missed.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Fought off foul.
Keep the inning alive.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Runner at first with no outs here. Battling here as he fouls it away. That's to third. Acuna has it for 1. How about that double play?
Batting third, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So now it's Freddie Freeman.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
In there at the knees. Strike one.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
1-1.
2 out, space is empty.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Vientos.
May back to work. And first offering is fouled off. May, he's kind of interesting. You know, when you dig into the tendencies, he does a good job of limiting the hits, but the walks continue to be a problem. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, he's got such nasty stuff that I think, you know, hitters, they're just not as willing to try to get something because it's hard to square him up. And when you have pitches that are ending up just outside the strike zone, until they get called for strikes, hitters are not going to pull the trigger.
And now, Tyrone Taylor. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, against a guy like this, I'm looking for something straight. I'm not going to be successful hitting anything that's got movement on it. I've got to look for a four-seamer and try to get it up in the zone.
Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Nobody out. Runner at first. That one misses. And that's ball 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That missed by a lot. And a full count now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
The second baseman, Luis Angel.
First and second,
Acuna.
no outs. And stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And another ball.
Inside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch. Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The 2-1. Inside, just missed. Ground ball right side could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's all they'll get.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Here's Francisco Lindor. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And a foul ball.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. So 1 hit is all they get. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's the catcher, Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Inside, and it's a ball and a strike. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Right side. Soto makes a nice running catch.
That's just a really nice catch
That
on the
is
run right
the
there.
left
He
fielder,
saved extra
Andy.
bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late.
This guy's got
No
such a
ball, 2
good
strikes.
sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And a slider misses down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And the next pitch is way outside. 1 out, base is empty. And foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, 2 out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball
Batting
the
sixth,
other way,
the center
but that
fielder,
time
Tommy
a little anxious.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. That one in there across the letters. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail things here 2-0. On to the third inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Starling. Marte. And a strike on the outside edge.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Got him. That K is his third of the game. Here's Juan Soto.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
First pitch misses. That one to first, but it kicks foul. One down, base is empty. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
He was all over that one. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift onto the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso, inside corner, and that's called a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Man at second.
Ball one.
This one in the dirt. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering is down low, and the count's even at 2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Brett Beatty, the next to hit. Fly to left his first time.
Brett Beatty.
Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Soto on at second with 2 down.
That's right, LA.
May comes set. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Good job to fight that one off.
Sit him down.
Here's a 1-2. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Just off the outside part of the plate. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Back here in LA, Muncy digs in.
The third baseman, Matt Muncy.
Fouled off to the right. Up and
That's
in,
ball two.
and it's 2-1. Way out front for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. In the air, right field, Soto. And there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a
Batting
little
eighth,
bit.
the
Couldn't
second
quite barrel
baseman,
it up enough to
Kike.
really drive it.
Here's Kike
Hernandez.
Hernandez. Right through there for a strike. Hit in the air, left field. Taylor ranging after it. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is
Batting
empty.
ninth, the
Miguel
shortstop,
Rojas
Miguel.
getting ready to hit.
Rojas.
Ball 1,
Yep, that
no
ball went out.
strikes.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
The 1-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. On to the 4th.
Leading off for
Here's
the
the
Mets,
catcher for the
catcher,
Mets, Luis Torrens.
Torrens.
And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Just
Nope, that's a ball.
missed.
1-1.
Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run.
Oh.
Nicely done for the out. And now it's Mark Vientos. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Vientos.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And a breaking
ball,
ball
1
misses
strike.
outside. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
The batter, the center fielder,
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets.
Taylor.
Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And there's the strike. One out and a runner at second. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And
1
that
ball,
skips into
2
the
strikes.
and that one
Ball 2.
up and in. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Out towards right center field. Edman sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away now. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 1.
Ball, that's outside.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani goes 6 feet 3 inches, 210 pounds, and he was born in Japan. And that is out of play. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And delivers outside.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
On the ground to short, could be 2. Flips to second, that's 1. Over to Alonso, double play. And here's Freddie Freeman.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Will Smith to the plate. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Freeman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. We go to the top of the 5th. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. May back to work. In the air, left field, down the line. Pajes right there to make the grab. And there's 1 down. Starling Marte up to hit. He's already homered here in this one.
Left fielder Starling Marte.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
And another ball. That misses. And now 3-0. And there's the automatic. Swinging a foul straight back. And that's ball four. Tried another slurve, but couldn't find a zone.
Now
pitch count's getting up there now.
Alex Vesia gets the ball now.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So a man at first. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. And that clips the inside corner.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Man at first, 1 away. And that's downstairs. 2 balls and a strike. On a line, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Alonso at the plate and takes high there. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Vesia. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. So now here's the Mets DH. Brett Beatty. 0 for 2 in this one. And that drops in for a strike.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. And that's too high. And a swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Next pitch is outside. And it's strike 2. Out to short. Lindor tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Tommy Edman at the plate.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
First offering, and it just misses. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. And fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Next offering misses, and it's a full count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Hit in the air, left field. And this one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double. Here's Muncy to hit. Flied to right his first time. Hammered down the line. Should be extra bases. Here comes Edman around third. He'll score. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the two-bagger. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Fastball for a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor. Got him.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Rojas.
Rojas in the box now. Takes strike one.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Late that time, and strike two.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss, and that is that. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. And the first offering is not close.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Next offering is fouled back.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So up next, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
There's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top half of the 6th. And he pumps it a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And that one is inside. Not close with that one, and the count is even 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. He's 0 for 1. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Kodai Senga.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so
Now
far.
pitching for
ERA
the
is
Mets.
under 2. A lot of
Number
flexibility
34.
coming out of the bullpen.
Kodai Senga.
Back to the top of the
Leading
lineup.
up for
And
the
now
Dodgers,
here's the Dodgers
the
designated
hitter,
hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something
Ball
up,
2.
and make it an easy out.
2 balls, no strikes.
Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success.
Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. They must be going crazy in the dugout. And we are all tied up. It's 2-2. Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Out front and foul to the left side. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a
1
big
ball,
inning.
2 strikes to count.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one ripped. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Freeman swings through it for strike 1. Hernandez at second with nobody out. That's off the inside corner. 1-2 to count. To the right side. Steps on first for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. The batter now will be Will Smith. And that's a little high. Runner on at third, 1 gone. There's a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Next offering is downstairs.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
One away with a runner at third. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Andy Pajes.
Check swing, called strike. There's the strike. And that's down and away.
2 strikes.
Upstairs. And it's 2-2. popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Landon Knack. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Landon Knack.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets.
Luis Angel Acuna.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering is fouled back.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And a 1-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Muncy has this one sized up and makes the grab. And there's one down. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 3.
Francisco Lindor.
That's too low. 1-0.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And that misses off the outside edge.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. One down, base is empty.
Ball. That's inside.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the catch for the out. And that quickly 2 away. Starling Marte up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. That's outside, and it's 1-0. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Reed Garrett.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
The center fielder, Tommy Edman.
And that one pulled foul. Swing and a foul out of play. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And that just misses.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
Goes down looking. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
And he grounds one to the right side, and that's foul. That one outside. Ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Alonso pulls that one down, and there's 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Second baseman,
got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Right through there for a strike.
All one's the count.
And a foul ball. That one
ball,
not close.
2 strikes.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground to the right side,
foul.
and it goes just foul. And a 1-2. And that's
Ball back
outside. Stays alive. Comes a 2-2. And that's in the dirt.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Anthony Banda.
Now pitching
And he's
for
had
the
his struggles so far this year, as you can
Number
see the
43.
inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Banda.
And now the right fielder, Juan Soto.
The right fielder, Juan Soto.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Base hit center field. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Alonso in the box now as he leaves that one up high. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
Two balls, 1 strike.
And that's outside.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. He flips it to second in time. And 2. What a play. Now it's the DH, Brett Baty.
Huge sigh of relief right there. Big time pitching to induce the double play. Erase what could have been the go-ahead run.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Just off the outside edge. 1-1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Ryan Stanek.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Miguel Rojas at the plate.
The shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
And downstairs.
Counts 1-0.
Started to swing, held up.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit slowly on the ground. In plenty of time to first, Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, the
Shohei
designated
Ohtani
hitter,
up to the
Shohei
dish. Not your prototypical leadoff guy.
Ohtani.
Gets on base, yes, but also some power. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Out to center. Taylor ranging after it. Brings it in. And there are 2 outs. And up next
now
for
batting,
Los Angeles,
right fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez. Known for his late inning heroics. Hard hit left side. Whips it across. And Hernandez is out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Dodgers.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number
Tanner
66.
Scott. This southpaw's been
Tanner.
really good against left-handed hitters.
Scott.
And stepping in
Leading
for New
off
York,
the Mets,
Luis
the catcher,
Torrens.
number 13,
0 for 3 in this one.
Torrens.
Outside. And that's ball 1. Just
Outside, that's
missed.
the ball.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
The other way, and it's just foul. That was close. That misses the zone, and the count's full. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2
The bat,
count kind of
the third
tells you
baseman,
that that's the
Mark
pitch he has the most confidence in right
Bianco.
now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Swung on, belted. That one back. Gone. And they add a couple more. It's 4-2. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1.
Strike.
And it
That's
is
ball
2-1. Nobody out with a
2 balls,
pair of
1
runs
strike.
across in the frame here at the top of the 9th. That's a little bit low. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even
Now
much to think
pitching
about.
for the Dodgers,
New pitcher on now, Lou
number
Trevino.
58.
And he's been racking up
Lou.
strikeouts at a high rate this year.
Trevino.
Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. That one fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's going to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Foul ball.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
0-2 now. Ball 1 there. Taylor
1
on
ball,
at
2 strikes,
first.
McCown.
Nobody out. On the ground to third. Over to Kike. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets.
Francisco Lindor.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
0-1.
Just missed. Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And now 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Edwin Diaz. 25th appearance of the year for him.
Number 39.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Diaz.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
And foul ball. And a swing and a miss. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Now batting.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. There's a strike.
Power relievers, one after another, come out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
High fly ball down the left field line. That's back. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. He jacks that one out to left. It's 4-3. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Pajes will hit next. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Upstairs. Diaz maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the ninth.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
With the winning run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. There's the strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that one almost got him. Gets a piece and stays alive. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back on this one. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's whipping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
Muncy.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
2 strikes.
The Dodgers down to their final strike.
Inside,
that missed inside. And the count 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling.